Joint analysis, what is it and how is it done? Well, there's a couple of different ways you can do what we call joint analysis, and really what it breaks down to is being able to measure the clamp load in a joint. Normally we are using torque to try to get to the calculated clamp load that we feel that we need in a joint. However, it's very difficult to measure that clamp load. Now, in the past, and many people still do it, they will use force washers or load cells in a joint that actually measure the compression of the joint. The problem with that is that you have to take something out of the joint or change the joint stiffness in order to put the load cell into the joint. And the accuracy is not always the best if you can't get perfect perpendicularity in that joint. So at Bossard, we have invested in ultrasonic technology. Now, ultrasonic technology is pretty simple. It's been around for many years, but what it does is it sends a pulse down through the fastener that measures the length of the fastener. Technically, it's measuring the time of travel of that signal, and as you put tension in the bolt, it stretches and it will measure then the change in the length of the bolt. The normal way to do ultrasonic testing is to measure the bolt at zero load, then you tighten it down, and then you measure the bolt after it has been tightened, and you can get the clamp load that's in that joint. Where our technology that we have invested in at Bossard is slightly different, we can measure the stretch of the bolt ultrasonically as you are tightening it down. We can put it into the joint and assemble it with your assembly tools right on the assembly line while we're able to measure that signal in the fastener, and it's a much more accurate way to get clamp load measurements compared to load cell washers. So, ultrasonic testers for the win. If you're interested, contact us at our website.